everyone, and welcome to the Neal Performing Arts Center. My name is Stacy Havel, and I am the band manager. Our band, the Manatee Community Concert Band, is celebrating the 125th year of concert bands in Manatee County and the 50th anniversary of the present band. We have an interesting history in Manatee County. It all started with the Bradentown Brass Band back in 1894. There are photos and mention of the band well into the 1900s, playing concerts on the corner of Main Street and Manatee Avenue. The current band was started in 1969, 50 years ago, by Robert Greatwood, a band director at Manatee High School. At that time, there were only high school and professional bands around. Mr. Greatwood approached the school system and requested, at the request of some of his past students. The school approved the plan, and the start of the Manatee Community Concert Band was the result. There were 20 to 25 members in the band the first year. The band continued under different directors, and in 1987, the director baton was passed to David Brown, music director at Sugg Middle School at the time. He was known for a couple of things first: his concentration on balance and intonation, very important in a band, in which contains a lot of brass instruments, and the quieter, but just as important, woodwinds. And second, managing to stuff so many instruments in the back of his hatchback. I'm talking kettle drums, tubas, bass drums, snare drums, cymbals, bells, and 2 boxes of music. In 1994, the band broke away from the school system and became an independent, nonprofit organization. The directors who have taken over the band since then are Ed Iola, Emma Seminole, Joe Eubanks, and Randy Gilmore. With the departure of Randy Gilmore in 2018, the band has been actively searching for a new director and has 5 director applicants. 4 will each audition for the position by taking one of the 4 major concerts at the Neal Performing Arts Center this season, and 1 applicant who auditioned last season. Upon this season's end, the band will vote and the new director will be appointed. Tonight, we are proud and honored to introduce to you our first director applicant of this season, Mr. J.R. Boatwright, who will conduct Concert Overture, a special commission in honor of all those musicians who came before us in those 125 years. Mr. Boatwright.
Good evening. My name is J.R. Boatwright, and I'm excited tonight to share with you guys what we've been working on tonight. I'm super excited. A lot of stuff is happening today. I'd love to hear about the history of the band. If you guys looked up, you see the band had also been 125 years. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. You are part of that, as am I. So I'm super excited about this evening and sharing this time with you. But before we continue on, there's a few more announcements, then we'll start with the brass band. Thank you and welcome tonight, guys. First off, we'll start off with the concert overture. On the celebration of being part of being together as a band for 125 years, the band commissioned a piece written by Jonathan Schubert for this occasion tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we present to you the concert overture, celebrating the band's 125 years here in Manatee County. Hope you enjoy.
Dorothy Blum, and I'm honored to be part of the Board of Directors for the Manatee Community Concert Band. And we welcome all of you here tonight. Thank you for coming out. I am very proud that the mayor of Bradenton has proclaimed today the Manatee Community Concert Band Day. So today, Saturday, November 9th, 2019. On behalf of Mayor Queen H. Poston, who could not be here tonight, I'm going to read the proclamation. The City of Bradenton Office of the Mayor Proclamation. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Mayor of the City of Bradenton, I do hereby issue this proclamation honoring the Manatee Community Concert Band Day, November 9th, 2019. Whereas this year, 2019, marks the 125th year Bradenton Concert Band, starting with the Bradentown Brass Band in 1894 and moving through history to the current Manatee Community Concert Band. And whereas the Manatee Community Concert Band is an all-volunteer band, a 501c3 organization, which gives 4 main concerts a year at the State College of Florida Neal Performing Arts Center. And whereas the musicians in our all-volunteer come from all walks of life and from all experience levels. The concerts are free to the public and reach out to many of our local citizens. And whereas, in honor of the 125th year celebration, Jonathan Schubert, a local composer, has been commissioned to write the special fanfare. And whereas the Manatee Community Concert Band has been performing for 50 years and is committed to doing community outreach concerts at local mobile home parks, community centers. And whereas the Manatee Community Concert Band believes in helping our local student musicians further their musical endeavors by offering a scholarship program. Whereas it is fitting that we recognize the many outstanding musicians in our area for their commitment to bringing joy of music to all our citizens. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Wayne H. Poston, as Mayor of the City of Bradenton, Florida, do hereby proclaim November 9th, 2019 as the Manatee Community Concert Band Day in Bradenton, and congratulate them for their many years of musical performances. Signed, Wayne H. Poston, Mayor, July 22nd, 2019. So we thank the Office of the Mayor, and we thank the Mayor for such a wonderful honor bestowed upon us today. What I'd also like to do is recognize past directors, conductors who've contributed to this band and given their time and effort so graciously. We have had Ed Iola, Joe Eubanks, Randy Gilmore, and I believe in the audience tonight, David Brown, who was director from 1987 to 1994. David, are you here? Would you stand up? We applaud your dedication and your time that you gave to this wonderful band. And also, I believe we have in the audience Mr. Amay Siminow. Mr. Amay Siminow? Well, Mr. Siminow was director from 2002 to 2003, and again in 2010. Mr. Siminow, thank you for your dedication, both of you tonight that are here, for coming out to hear our band and for everything you've done to make us who we are today. Now I'd like to introduce one of our youngest members of the band, Micah Calari. Micah gives us hope, enthusiasm, and something to look forward that we can make another 50 or maybe at least 100 years with this band. It's wonderful to have youth join us and that we're able to reach out to the community and have youth be part of our band. Mike is going to read a letter from Vern Buchanan's office and from Vern Buchanan himself from the House of Representatives. So Micah.
To the members of the Manatee Community Concert Band, I am writing to offer my warmest congratulations to this incredible group on celebrating their 50th anniversary and continuing in the now 125-year-old tradition started by the Bradentown Brass Band. I want to thank all involved in the Manatee Community Concert Band for their relentless dedication to promoting community spirit. What's more, I'm continuously thrilled and optimistic about the Manatee Community Concert Band's passion for the beautiful and historical cultural traditions unique to our area. Once again, I thank the Manatee Community Concert Band tremendously for their contributions to those living in the Sarasota-Bradenton area. Their hard work and dedication is not going unnoticed. I wish the Manatee Community Concert Band all the best in the years to come and hope this area can look forward to another 125 years of spectacular music. Sincerely, Vern Buchanan, Member of Congress.
Thank you, Micah. Please help me welcome to the stage one final time, Mr. J.R. Boatwright.
Should have practiced that before I actually got it out of the hole there. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta catch my breath. That's a lot of work. Wow. Doing all that. Well, my name is J.R. Boatwright, and I'm excited tonight to bring to you guys tonight the Overture, or Ode to the Overture. A lot of the pieces that we're going to be playing tonight is in that Overture style. And when we say Overture, we're talking ABA form in the music world. You may be familiar with that. So, Overture starts off with a theme. That's the A section. And then it goes to the B section, where we do something else with the theme. We usually vary it, what we call it. We make it slower, we make it faster. We introduce counter melodies, if you will. And then it returns back to the A section. You hear that theme that it started off with. And then towards the end, we have the coda, which ends the piece, usually with lots of thrills and embellishments to it. So that's what we're going to be playing tonight, and that's what we're going to be bringing to you. A lot of the overtures that we're going to be playing tonight are just wonderful, wonderful pieces in the band community. Now, I didn't I don't know if you guys are excited about this, but reading and hearing all the things from the governor's office and the city of Bradenton, wow. And like I said before, you guys are a part of all the stuff that is happening. Now, I'm just a candidate, and hopefully I get the gig. I don't know, we'll see. But boy, I get to go home and say, to all my friends and colleagues, guess what? I got a day named after me in the group. That's pretty exciting. That's wonderful. So let's give everyone a round of applause for just being a part of 125 years of band. All right, that's enough of me talking. You guys are ready to hear some great music. The first piece that we're going to play is The Procession of the Nobles. Okay, it's a wonderful overture written by Rimsky-Korsakov. Now, we talked about the ABA form. It's going to start off with a fanfare for the trumpets and then move into the theme. And it sounds something like this. Now, just in case you hear that, let me do it again for you. So that's going to be the theme that you will hear. Then in the B section, we're going to variate it. Then towards the end, it's going to pop back up again. And then we have the coda, which is going to be the end piece of it all. So, first, overture tonight, Rimsky-Korsakov's Procession of the Nobles. very much, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you don't worry about sweat, this is hard work doing this, and so my body just thinks I'm working out, although I am, but I'm having a good time. So if you're looking up at me and saying, oh man, is he okay? Yes, all is well. As you can see, I really get into what I'm doing because we gotta make sure that we are doing the best for you, our audience. All right, nevertheless, JR is okay, we can move on. Yes, we can. Our next piece, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Radetzky March. Now, it's not an overture, it's a march. However, it's still written in the ABA form. You guys used to be singing the A section of the theme, so I'll do it for you. That's the A section. The B section, a little later on, of course, we're very into the theme, then it comes back to the A section. Now, it's a little bit more involved because it's a march, and march is kind of written, they have different names, but it's somewhat the same thing. Nevertheless, our next piece, our first march tonight, Johann Strauss, the Radetzky March. Okay, our next piece. In any concert, what we like to do is play a piece that kind of slows down the band a little bit. And what we're going to do with this piece here is they're going to watch me, so I want to see if they can stay with me. Yes, that's a side note. No, but what we're going to see is how beautiful the band can play. We're going to play in a nice lyrical style, which is going to showcase the smoother side of the band. Everything we've done up to this point has been nice staccato, nice march style. Now we're going to reverse a little bit and bring you something more lyrical. The next piece that we're going to perform for you tonight is a wonderful, wonderful piece entitled Fantasy on a Theme by Samuel Barber in the lyrical style. Hope you enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that I enjoy, this is the second time we've done this. The first one was for our dress rehearsal. We did it at a church on Tuesday. But for the first time, I heard about the history of the band. And you guys, Stacy read that for us earlier. One of the things that I do know, because I'm a middle school band director, is that a lot of what is happening with the band is directly correlated to how much money that we have. In the middle school, we are always doing fundraisers because if you have any history with the school systems are great. and they give us a lot of stuff, but they stop short, okay? And we have to purchase things like music. If we want to have extra people come in to conduct, extra help for the kiddos, all that stuff costs extra money in the school system. Now, I know 125 years of playing in the community, that takes the support of not only the band members, but of course, our customers. I shouldn't say customers, our guests, of course, and you guys. So first of all, first and foremost, I want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting the band. And of course, your donations tonight are a huge part of that. Please note that the players do not get paid anything for this. The players also, they buy their shirts, and they also have dues to pay. So they're even buying into making sure that the band goes on. One of the things I heard from the governor's office is I want to make sure or see the band continue for 125 more years. Well, that cannot be done without your support, without your help tonight, all right, in the form of donations. Just understand that money that you guys donate pays for the venue rental, such as the Neil tonight, equipment that the band needs to play the things that we play for you, to buy music. When I came on board, I can tell you that some of the music that we're playing tonight costs money, and so all that stuff is important. Liability, of course, insurances, licenses and fees, understand that we're a nonprofit, conductor fees, programs, and marketing. And one of the most important things I absolutely love is the scholarships for students, so that this can continue on. They can be a part of our band as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, in your programs, you have emblems that you have. And what we're asking for is, of course, your donations tonight to make sure that we can continue on for 125 years. Also, inside of your program, there is a survey that we would love for you to fill out. Now, I haven't seen the survey. I don't know what it's about, but I'm probably thinking it may have something to do with me tonight. So if it does, if I'm wrong, say good things. No, I'm just teasing. The surveys, we ask that you guys fill those out and put those inside the buckets, just in case you run out of time or you can't quite find a pen or pencil tonight. The ushers will be available at the exits, and you can put your surveys right inside of give it to the ushers as you leave. So we are going to play for you guys instant concert, a nice little piece that goes through a lot of cool little musical numbers. I hope you guys enjoy that. In that time, we're asking, please, for your support and donations, understanding what your money goes towards, and completing the survey. Once again, don't fret if you're not quite done with the survey. You can finish it up and leave it with the ushers as we exit. So, the ushers are going to prepare to take your donations as we play our next piece for you guys, Instant Concert. Hope you enjoy. Yes, I see the bucket's still going on. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to say thank you very much. While that's still happening, we're going to just run this one more time, because here's what I do know. For you guys that were giving donations, you weren't quite listening, because you're like, oh, okay, this is $20, this is $30. I can't hear I missed the whole concert. I missed the whole piece. No worries, I got you. So we're going to play it one more time here and let the ushers finish up. If you missed it, okay, you get to hear it again. All right, so it's the concert. Second time to continue on. As if the ushers are all done. Now, hopefully that second time through you guys had an opportunity to hear that. The whole piece, you said yes? Fantastic, fantastic. Let's give the band another round of applause for that. Veterans Day is right around the corner. It's a Monday. And one of the things, as a middle school teacher, I like to tell my kiddos is that, because kids, they live in the right here, right now. They don't quite see the overarching thing and theme that's going on. But one of the things I brought to their attention is that we are able to sit here and enjoy this wonderful venue and feel free and safe, because out there in the world, there are people in the form of our military who are preventing people from trying to destroy our way of living. And so I just brought that to their attention, and they were like, oh man, I didn't realize that. Yeah, 6th and 7th and 8th graders, yeah. There are folks out there in the world who cannot just come to school and cannot just, and feel safe because of fear that they might just get blown to pieces. Well, here in America, we have our veterans, our military, that's out and about, securing our freedoms so that we can enjoy times like this and don't have to worry about being harmed in any way. So on behalf of the band and myself, what we'd like to take the time to do now is say thank you so very much to our veterans, past and present, because without you, none of this could be possible. We can't feel free. We can't walk around. We cannot be who we are as Americans without you. So what I'd like to do before we start our next piece is, if you've served in the military, we'd like for you to stand at this present time so we can say thank you. Any military veterans, stand up at this time, please. Yes, thank you. Thank you so very much. And again, I've said it 4 or 5 times, 6 times, I've said it 8, 9, 10, 11 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And one of the things I also brought to my kiddos' attention is that, I'm blown away by the fact that our veterans are willing to give their lives for me so that I can be safe here, so you and I can be safe. And that is something that I just want to make sure that we understand. And so again, veterans, that hits very, very deep to my heart. And again, we say thank you. Our next piece is entitled Armed Forces Salute. And as we go along this piece, and it's written to celebrate and honor our veterans and all the armed forces. As we go along this piece, I'm going to ask that you stand according to the piece that we play. Certain pieces are written for the Navy, the Army, what have you not. So we're not quite done. So as we move along this piece, I'll turn around from my podium and I'll say Army. If you're part of the Army, you serve, you'll stand up. Okay, we'll give you one more salute and then you may sit down. But this, on behalf of the band and on behalf of myself, JR. Again, veterans, thank you so much for what you've done. This next piece is for you. We call it the Armed Forces Salute. Hope you enjoy. Alrighty, veterans, thank you so very, very much. Alrighty, now we're going to move back to our Ode to the Overture. Our next piece tonight, the dance Bacchanal by Sing Songs. That classic A, B, A form, then a rousing coda at the end. We present our next piece, Dance Bacchanal. Hope you enjoy. next piece, Solizani. Again, as a middle school band director, that's where I spend most of my days. One of the things that I try to do when I'm teaching kids, young kids, concepts, is that I try to relate what I'm asking them to do to real world experiences. So this next piece, again, in every concert, what we like to do again, slow it down, because we've been doing fast stuff and eighth notes and march style and staccatos. We're going to slow it down just a little bit more. And so, this next piece is going to show the lyrical style of the band. And the story that I shared, because I'm always sharing stories with the group, because that's what we do as middle school band directors, share stories, is of the story of my mother. Thanksgiving is coming up, so she's very near to my heart. I am here in Bradenton. I've been here 6 years. I love this area and community, and I'm going to stay here for a very long time. But my mom is back in Orlando, and she is fairly old, entering her 90s. And when I go home to visit her, those are very special moments for me. Because I know I don't have very much time with her. Those are very tender moments. These are moments that I won't forget. It's a lot of sharing stories. And for being 90 years old, she's very sharp. And we sit and we laugh. And we cry. And that's okay. But they are very tender to me. And so tonight with Solizani, what we're trying to create is that moment of just the mood that we're trying to set here is that tender, that loving moment, that feeling is what we're trying to do. And here's my message for us with this piece. I don't know if your folks are alive or not no longer with us, or even that special loved one. What I'm going to ask of you today is, before tonight is over, even tomorrow, just to reach out and just to say, hey, thank you, I love you. Because we never know what tomorrow's going to bring. They may be with us now, and they may be gone tomorrow. And you know, we never want to look back and say, hey, I didn't get that opportunity when I had to say, hey, I love you. Or I'm thinking about you. So, that's the mood we're trying to create here with this piece, Solizani. We hope that you enjoy tonight. ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you've enjoyed the Ode to the Overture. I believe that when you leave a concert, hopefully you feel somewhat rejuvenated, you feel touched by the human spirit. Hopefully you had a good time and you've enjoyed our time with the band. Now, I certainly have enjoyed you guys. Let me just say that. Of course, my time with the group has been just phenomenal. So thank you for coming out tonight and supporting us. When we are done, there will be a reception following this piece once we're done here tonight. So once we leave and head to the lobby, if you just follow the ushers will let you guys let you know where that reception is going to be. So again, thank you. And again, hopefully, walking out tonight, you've had a wonderful time. You just feel rejuvenated, touched, and just had a wonderful experience tonight with the group. Our final piece, of course, we have to close with an overture, since this is an ode to the overture. Overture Jubiloso, again, celebrating the band's 125 years. Of course, celebrating you all for being a part of that, and of course, being just a great, awesome band. Let's give the band just one more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Our final piece tonight, Overture Jubiloso.